Xbox and war games. You know, it's not running around with sticks playing cop robber, good guys, bad guys, whatever. I mean, you know, it's something. And are they becoming desensitized to you know, reality? And you know, there's some books. There's one book that the Army champions, or a lot of folks in the Army champion that say, it's by this guy named David Grossman. It's called On Killing, believe it or not. Kind of gets to the psychology behind how we're training soldiers to be able to, you know, they don't just shoot at a bullseye. Now we shoot at targets that look like people, and that translates on the battlefield for a young guy or gal that can do that without any reservation, which, you know, on one hand, obviously is what we need. You know, in this business, we need folks that can do the job. My very dearest best friend in the world, who I met the first day of basic training, a young guy named Mike Evans from Chicago, so it was Evans and Eversman. And you know, here's a little hoodlum from the South Side, a little Irish gangster, who has now grown up and after a great career in the military, is been in law enforcement. He will tell you we should ban every bit of violent TV, movie, everything for people under the age of 17. If it says NC-17, you're not in. Because we have too many young thugs running around because they think it's glamorous. And I have to say, I defer more to him for his light, you know, for his eye on the street on what is acceptable for young men and women. But I would pause for 1 second, and one of my dear cousins, who I love to death, you know, who refuses to let her teen boys even have a play gun. You know, it's like, come on, you're leaking oil here. I mean, you know, we can't be so, on one hand, so sensitive or hypersensitive about letting boys be boys and letting girls be girls, but we certainly shouldn't be glamorizing it. And it's true. And you know, I have to tell you, when this movie first came out, my nieces and nephews were all left under 10, and I had seen the movie first by myself, and I told them, like, you know, I know they want to see Uncle Matt, but you can't. They're just, it's too violent. They should not see that. And I believe that to my day. And I don't know if I'm muddying the water for you enough. I don't know where that, you know, what is that balancing point between kids going out and scraping their knees, playing war, to, you know, just mindlessly or constantly just watching some of these graphic things on TV. And I don't have an answer, but I know it's not good. I mean, I really do, and I don't have the empirical data, but I know it's not, it can't be good for